let me tell you why I'm really upset and disappointed and even angry with Tun Mahathir now. Okay, dia cakap macam tu, nak tolong Melayu, I have to tolong Melayu, Melayu miskin, terpinggir, tak patutlah dia tuan rumah, dia welcome pendatang semua, tapi dia tak dapat hak dia, kena lawan untuk hak dia. First things first, kita punya sistem, kita punya constitution is already racist. Kita punya constitution is already double standard. Racist, why? Because it makes a distinction between races, Malays and non-Malays, Bumiputras and non-Bumiputras. Therefore, it's racist. Therefore, I'm not criticizing our constitution. I'm stating a fact. It is racist. And then, why do I say it's double standards? Because there is different standards, different rights accorded depending to the two categories that the constitution makes, Malays and non-Malays. So therefore, it is double standards. Okay, of course the connotation doesn't look nice, racist and double standards, but now I'm going to say something in support of the constitution. There is a history behind it. There's a reason why that is so. That was the agreement pre-Merdeka between our forefathers. Undoubtedly, the non-Malay punya ancestors were pendatang. They were immigrants. They were brought in by the British to do labor in the country. So therefore, the ancestors are pendatang. That is a fact. But now, all that is in history, and at the point of Merdeka, there was a truce, and there was an agreement that signed, and it withstands until today. Now, all the descendants of all those pendatangs, in perpetuity, continue and will forever be Malaysians, naturalized Malaysians, no longer pendatang. And what do the Malays get? Malays get some benefits. Malays get prominence, get significance, get even economic assistance. That's also part of it. That was why NEP was created. So, Mahathir is talking about economic punya help. Okay, so economy is also there. It's not just Raja-Raja Melayu, it's not just bahasa Melayu, it's not just agama Islam yang established. Tak, Melayu also dapat kelebihan, discounts on properties, certain grants, certain cheaper loans, certain exclusive investments. All those are given to the Malays. So Malays dapat lebih pun, more than the non-Malays. And non-Malays yang miskin tak dapat pun simply because they are not Malays. It should not be a complaint because that is actually the provision of the constitution. Tapi at least acknowledge that fact that the poor non-Malays do not get crutches. Okay, the Malays are given that, it's already institutionalized. So apa yang tak ada lagi? All given. But why are most Malays poor? Why are most Malays racist? Why are most Malays insecure? Why? At the same time, you got very super rich Malays, very intelligent. Some are Malays who make it on their own because they are enterprising, they are progressive Muslims and Malays. But there are also cronies, there are also rent seekers, and these are whose creation? Budaya cronism, budaya nepotism, siapa started? Okay, and at the end of the day, all the crooks that we have today that has already squandered so much money to the tunes of billions in the country, hundreds of billions, siapa? Who made them? Who built them? Najib, Muhyiddin, Daim, Zahid, semua, who built them? Who did all that? Bukankah Mahathir buat tu? Because of his privatization, cara dia buat. So he allowed certain things, but when Najib went out of hand, he went after Najib lah. Because Najib did not milk the cow, Najib was slaughtering the cow. So because of that, dia nak salahkan Najib, and dia panggil orang pencuri apa semua. But you started that culture, and because of that, the general populace suffer. And the way BN ruled, BN desired Malays to stay desperate, to be in need so that they can throw crumbs to the Malays, and Malays become beholden to them, and that becomes their fixed deposit for the ballot box. That is the modus operandi of BN and UMNO also until now. Tapi sekarang ni UMNO dah kecil, irrelevant, because Malays are becoming more enlightened. Tapi the B40 are suffering. They cannot get out from the B40 punya situation. Why? Mata wang kita merundum, ekonomi kita runtuh, because we are, having trillions of debts. Jadi, we are suffering because of the doing of those bloody Malay Bumi Putras balik. Mostly them. They are the one that caused the suffering in the country, and bila suffering semua, Melayu, India, China, semua orang pun suffer, and the large populace of those who suffer are the poor Malays. So, who's doing? You bagi mereka teruk, susah, and now you say, kita nak kena defend, kita nak kena claw back, ambil balik hak tu memang lebih kat Melayu pun. Melayu control almost everything in terms of enforcement, kuasa, semua. Sampai so much so, why is most corruption done by Malays? Because tampuk kuasa di tangan Melayu mostly. That is the system. Cuba kalau tampuk kuasa pun kat tangan Cina sama, India sama lah. Semua bangsa pun ada crooks. Semua bangsa pun ada yang baik. Tak ada bangsa yang semua teruk ataupun bangsa yang semua elok. Semua bangsa berlain-lainan. Orang-orang dia, orang-orang dia ada yang baik, ada yang ni semua. Jadi there's no need to be racist about who is bad, who is good. There is good and bad in every race. Tapi now you kata, terpinggir, you are insinuating that all the pendatang, the visitors, the people who are not indigenous in this country are the reason why the Malays are sidelined, at a disadvantage. Okay, sedangkan everything semua lebih kat Melayu. So that alone is already a form of fitnah. Okay, nobody, no non-Malays or pendatang or Myanmar ke Indonesian ke paksa Melayu to sell anything to them. Melayu sell to them because they want money, because they wanted to enjoy now. So it's a business decision. There is no coercion, there is no penipuan. Okay, so and a lot of Malays, they sell it. Why? Because they get it free, they get it cheap, they get it easy, because they are Malays. So because of that, apa yang you nak restore, nak reset balik? What? Okay, you are talking as though you are trying to help the minority, as though the Malays are minority, that you are trying to help kena defend mereka balik against the bigger non-Malay majority. That is utter bullshit. Because at the end of the day, the minority makes it because of what? Because of their hard work, because they don't have crutches. And even then, there are so many non-Malays who are not making enough to even feed their families. Itu langsung tak recognize pun. Mahathir langsung tak recognize. And the way he talks about helping Malays is as though semua Malays are hopeless and just beyond help. Kena buat tu, dianiayai, and dialah defender of the Melayu. Sedangkan punya banyak Melayu who are successful, a lot of Malays who are inspiring, talented, and pandai business semua. But they don't serve this government lah, because at the end of the day, this government tak recognize those kind of Malays. They don't recognize talented Malays. They recognize Malays who are beholden to them, who will do as they are told. Even though in their jamoks, they are appointed to positions of ministers, of even deputy ministers, the prime ministers, they are appointed to high levels because they listen and they comply. That is how they make it. And the system is as such that the reward and the recognition is to those who do as you ask, rather than those who are talented, who can contribute ideas and brilliance to the country, to building the country. So which competent and progressive Malay would be keen in such a system? They just step out of the country, they go to any other country, they are valued for what they are, they earn much more, or they can even own business and they flourish there. They don't have to contend with the rent seekers here, they don't have to contend with the cronies who will swallow their business or sabotage their business simply because those people have this false sense of entitlement, and they think that they should have a share of everything that is on the land simply because they're Malay. So semua ni culture siapa start? You create a situation where semua orang suffer, Melayu banyak suffer. So now you say to claw back. So apa dia? What is it that you've not given to the Malays that you nak bagi lah ni? You nak ambil daripada siapa lagi? Okay? When the other races build their own wealth, you nak sapu lagi apa? Nak buat apa lagi? So you do this, anarchy will be the outcome because there's only so much people will tolerate. So this orang tua, dia punya rhetoric enough lah, to me, you did what you did. Okay, your time is over. Retire, relax, beribadat, taubat, prepare for departure. You tak tahu apa lama lagi you will have. Rather than you nak defend Melayu apa. To me, tak kena tempat. I'm Malay pun I feel, apa ni? What is it that you want to do? How you want to help Malay to do what? You can, kalau betul-betul you nak help Malay, you change the paradigm of the Malays. You change Malay punya mindset. Rather than the sense of entitlement, the belief, make the Malays believe that they have potential, that they're nothing less, and they whatever, and teach the Malays to also make use of whatever kelebihan that government is giving, whatever the Bumi Putra benefits, the business benefits, utilize, use that to develop yourself. Since dah ada, pakai. Tapi Melayu tak pakai pun. Mostly tak pakai pun. Melayu tak mau buat pun business mostly. Because they are more content with their 9 to 5 job, 8 to 5 job or whatever. And they live on and they expect prices to stay low. So sekarang ni sampai sekarang, semua orang bising. Oh, harga tinggi, harga is harga lah. Harga satu dunia naik. Masalah dia, kita punya income yang tak naik. Kita punya pendapatan kurang. And we can't afford things. Not because harga mahal, is because income kita tak cukup. That is the truth. Okay, so benda mahal dengan income kita, those are relative. Jadi kalau benda jadi mahal, bukan kat Malaysia saja yang mahal. In fact, most of the food stuff in Malaysia so much cheaper than kita punya neighboring countries. So, nak control harga, buat apa? You should do things to increase people punya revenue and people punya pay. And the way to do that is to increase your competency, increase your ingenuity, increase your creativity to do business, and your business acumen. These are the things that you need to do to develop the Malays, so that Malays jadi lagi cekap, lagi boleh bertanding, have stronger consumer punya powers. This is how you want to help Malays. Tapi ini you punya cerita Malays, I can imagine lah what you want to do. You want to give handout to Malays. And you nak blame, pendatang and other races for the pathetic state Malays are now. Now, I put back to you lah, you are the reason why Malays are in that pathetic state. Because you punya warped mindset is that, Malays perpetually are entitled to extra advantage that they don't even earn simply because they are the masters of the land. This kind of a feudal mindset sampai bila nak end? Okay, I don't propose to unravel the constitution. That is fine. That is perjanjian. And I don't think the non-Malays major issue sangat because of this Bumi Putra punya matter semua. Tapi when you do this kind of thing, you inflame things and orang menyampah. And Malays start being called parasites. Melayu pun marah lah. I mean, that's so degrading. Tapi kalau you non-Malays, you pun rasa, apa ni, sampai bila? Dah baca ni, kita tanya sampai bila things will change for equality. And I even tell my non-Malay friends pun, equality is not going to happen because kita punya constitution doesn't allow equality. That was the agreement masa kita merdeka. But sekarang ni you nak bagi lagi unequal. Why? Because orang yang dapat kelebihan tak guna and stay in their sorry state. So therefore you kena claw lagi lebih bagi pada those people to try to make a change for them at the expense of orang yang bekerja kuat dengan titik peluh mereka sendiri. Itu yang bagi aku marah sangat because to me that is such a manipulation, that is so conniving and deceiving, all to get popularity, to get support, to get power back. After you lost miserably in Langkawi and Malays kat sana pun reject you, so now you want to try to be relevant at this age, and you punya relevance now how to appeal to a particular class of people, a particular race of people. I mean, For a statesman of your stature, of your age, you reduce yourself to that. To me, that is utter pathetic, and to me, he deserves, that message to go to him right in between his eyes lah.
Do not forget to click like and leave a comment and share this video with your friends if you enjoy it.